Hey, what's up everybody? Tyler from TenthumbsPro.com coming back at you with another lesson, and today we're breaking down a full 12-bar solo in the key of E. I'm going to show you 4 different pentatonic shapes with the scale I'm using, so you're going to be able to rip this and then create your own. And I'm even going to challenge you, alright, to jam through this one and then create your own 12-bar and then upload it to Instagram at TenthumbsPro because I want to see the fruits of the labor, alright? So we're really going to be rocking and rolling this one. Double stops, blues notes, curls, slides, a bunch of really cool stuff. If you want to get a Patreon, if you want to be a Patreon, you get a PDF to print out, follow along. It starts at $1 creation, caps as low as $1 a month. It will accelerate your learning, but I'm going to have all the tabs on the screen so it's not necessary, but it will help, alright? Skype Lessons 101 too if you want to take this to the next level. But if you came just because you want to get blues nasty, that's cool, I dig it and I respect it. Real quick shout out to Rudy, alright, for reminding me. He's like, this is what makes 10 thumbs different, so we're going to keep on rocking and rolling with these. Sorry, it's been a while since the last blues lesson, alright? Okay, let's grab those 3 things, follow me on in, and let's break this lesson down. Alright, so this is a lead lesson, but I'll show you at least the chords and the harmony, so if you have a friend that kind of wants to strum along, they can do that as well. You're going to need an E7, A7, and a B7. Alright? So, the first thing to do when you're about to jam in any song, on any song, I have someone playing, and I want to shred. The first thing that I have to look at is what scale to use, and I know what scale to use by knowing what key. If we're playing an E blues, I'm going to use the E minor pentatonic. Now, you can take it further than that. That's basically Blues 101. You can make it the E blues scale by adding the flat fifth. You can mix in the major, but we're going to be doing this primarily based on the E minor pentatonic. This is also the scale that you would use for chords in the key of E minor. If you were to jam with a traditional chord progression. We're going to get a little bluesy today. In the future, if you want to see how to add this style to an actual chord progression, leave a comment below, okay? Alright, so we know E minor pentatonic. Every pentatonic scale has 5 shapes, but because a ukulele has limited range, it kind of determines which shapes you're going to use. E is great because we're going to be able to use 4 shapes comfortably. I think E is a great way to use almost all the ukulele that you got, alright? So let's look at the first shape. The first shape we're going to use is 2, 0, 3, 0, 2. Shape 1. Shape 2 is 2, 4, 3, 5, 2, 5. Okay, our next shape is 4, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7. And then our last shape is going to be 7, 9, 7, 10, 7, 10. Alright, so those are the 4 shapes that we're going to be using. Now, all of the solo, except for like 2 notes, I'll point out when we get there, I use with these shapes. So feel free to use these shapes to create your own solo as well. Our first 2 bars are going to sound like this. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm starting off classic Chuck Berry style double stops. Chuck Berry would do more like, but I love to tone these things down. I love to tone these ideas down and turn the volume down a little bit. What I'm doing is I'm taking my pointer finger on the 5th fret of both the E and the A string and sliding it up to 7. On the first beat, 1, and then I'm going to hit triplets like 1 pola 2, 1 pola 2. 3, 4, 1 pola 2. So there's going to be 4 downs, and that last down's going to be on the second beat. 1 pola 2, 3, 4. Okay? After you get that, we're going to go into this cool little slide run. We're going to slide up from 5 to 7 on the first beat. 1. Then we're going to roll that ring finger over to the 7th fret of the E string and slide down to 5 on the second beat. So it's like 1, 2, pointer finger 3rd fret, 3, and then 4. Now this is an E note right here, so that's what resolution is. This is a great way to kind of finish this idea. So we go 1 pola 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this G note here, G is what's called the relative major and minor. So in an E minor scale, if you find that relative major, you can bend it a little bit, called a blues curl. I'll put another link below to that blues curl because that's also a great talent to have. And then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And add some vibrato to give it a little flavor. So that whole phrase, 1 pola, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? We're going to do the same exact thing, except this next time, when we get to the E, we're going to go 3 and 4. So just one little extra note. Check it out. 1 pola, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, what we've done by doing the exact same thing but making just a minor change is we've created a motif. Motif is repetition, but a great way to use repetition is by changing one little minor detail here or there, because then it's going to create a little more movement in it. Okay? So, those are bars. Let's play the first 4 bars together. Here we go. Okay, alright, so we're cruising now. Why don't we go ahead and move on to bars 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are going to start off something similar. This double stop we're using here on the E, that's 7 and 7. If you make an E5, what we have is we have an E note and a B note. So that is the root and the 5th of an E major chord. We're going to replicate that same thing for a 7 by playing open and open, which is really cool. Alright, it's in our scale and it works as a great double stop. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go 1, 1 pola, 2, 3, 4. Okay, easy. Same exact thing. 1 pola, 2, 3, 4. Now you'll see I've switched. I was doing my thumb earlier, and on the I've switched to these plucking fingers because it makes it a little more staccato. Feel free to feel that out. That's your preference. Okay. 1 pola, 2, 3, 4, 1. Back to that blues curl. A nice little tasty bend. 1, 2, and 3, and. It's really, really common that we see these blues phrases, these ideas, starting on the 1 and finishing on the 4. But you can use those offbeats, use those ands. It creates interest, like 1 pola, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and. Alright? So bars 5 and 6. Okay? Alright, now bar 7 is going to be like bar 1, 1 pola, 2, but here this is going to be interesting because we're going to move into the next solo before the first beat. We're going to go 1 pola, 2, 3, 4 pola, and that 4 pola is going to be 5, 7, 5, and I'm just going pointer finger, ring finger, pointer finger, because we want to be able to nail this one with our pointer finger on the first beat of the next bar. 1. Okay, so bar 7 would be 1 pola, 2, 3, 4 pola, 1. Once you get to 1, you're going to go 1, then we're going to walk down that last shape that we looked at. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Now I got my high G string right here. Normally I wouldn't use the high G string when I'm soloing, but what's really cool about when you get to this one is that it's also an E note, so it creates resolution even though it's jumpy, like 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay? So you put 6 or 7 and 8 together, you get 1 pola, 2, 3, 4 pola, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Alright. So now we just have to turn around. Bars 9, 10, 11, and 12. For what we're going to do for the first one is we're going to go back to that double stop idea, but we're on a B7. Now you're going to notice that F sharp is not in any of the scales we did. That's because this time what we've done is we've chosen chord tones. When you're doing these solos, you always have access to notes that are in the chord even if they aren't in the scale. Okay? So we're going to go 1 pola, 2, and 3, 4. 1 pola, 2, and 3, 4. B7, 1 pola, 2, and 3, 4. A7, 1 pola, 2, and 3, 4. Okay, so that's bars 9 and 10. Alright, so let's take a look at 11 and 12. We're going to go open E string, 1 and 2 and. So on that slide, if you can get just a little pause on that 5th fret before you move forward, it's going to sound great. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Alright? 1, 1 and and 2 and 3 and 4. Then you're going to drop down on that B7 and hit the 7, and then you're going to go 5, 6, 7. Now this is the only time we're going to play this note, which is a B flat. That is the flat fifth, or that is what makes the E minor scale the blues scale. So that little gives it a lot of blues flavor. Again, alright, check out that blues scale for that. So, if we put just 11 and 12 together, we get alright, now let's put that together with 9 and 10 to set the whole turnaround around, and then we're going to put it all together and play through the whole 12 bar solo together. So here we go. Alright, and so that would be our turnaround. Now why don't we go ahead and put all of it up, and we're going to play through the whole thing one time, just nice and mellow, alright? Nice and mellow so you can fill out the whole solo. Here we go. Cool, so there it was. That's the whole solo, alright? I want you to do a couple things. I want you to learn it verbatim, because it's a really good practice to get it note for note. But then feel it out and make your own little changes to it. Make it your own. Use that scale to create your own riffs and licks, alright? I'm going to challenge you to do that. Post it on YouTube at Tenthumbs Pro. I want to see you guys put these ideas. A, I'd like to see you jam it on your own. That'd be great. It'd be a lot of fun. But B, I'd love to see what you can come up with these scales and ideas as well. Because the idea is that our creativity is not limited by our technical ability. So just play with it, hear it, think about all the blues you listen to, think about some of your favorite artists' licks, rip them off, make them your own, alright? Okay, if you want to get the PDF for this, the backing track for this, access to all the PDFs to all the lessons, including our previous ones, starts at just $1 a creation. With that, you can put a cap at $1 too as well, and only pay $1 a month with that cap, and have PDFs for all those. Plus, we do other bonuses like a $10 lessons. For $10 Patreons, we have live lessons, etc. Alright, so check that out. Skype lessons 101 too. And until next time, just keep rocking and rolling, everybody. Life is good. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Take care of yourselves. Alright everybody, so there it was, Blues on the Ukulele. Happy to bring it to you. A lot of fun shredding this one with you guys. I really enjoyed jamming it, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Rock and roll, again, uploaded at tenthumbspro.com. Think about becoming a Patreon. Just $1 creation, caps below $1 a month. Will accelerate your learning. And life is good. Be easy. Just keep having fun. Keep doing what you do, because it's a lot of fun teaching you guys how to play ukulele, okay? Take care of yourselves.